Welcome to another Born to be Wild NZ adventure. My name's Saxon and I absolutely love the outdoors. Join my friends, family, of course Arti and I as we explore our country's unique landscape and search for a variety of game animals and fish and make some amazing memories that we'll never forget, both on top of and underneath the water. I plan to showcase as much of our incredible backyard as I can, along with the amazing animals that call it their home. This weekend, I'm joined again by my good mate Eddie, who's ventured down to the South Island with one goal in mind, to get a big public land red stag. We've seen a bit of sharp shooting from Eddie last time when he nailed his first bull tar in the Mount Cook region. To ensure we see a bit of that again, he spent the whole morning on the range, making sure it'll be dangerous when the moment presents itself. Join us on this adventure as we cover plenty of Ks through New Zealand's backcountry, battle the tough summer heat and try to find a suitable animal for Eddie, fueled by what we hunt on the way. Firstly, we had to get the big drive out the way. We were straight into bed under the ute for a pretty short 4-hour sleep, dreaming of what the following day would bring. Oh well, quite an early start this morning. We're up at about 4. Got all our packs and everything ready, all our food distributed into our packs. I'm just going to have a quick cuppa and some brekkie, and then we're going to hit the track, head up as far as we can, hopefully get into some animals. Rightio, it's not too killer of a pack. It's about 5:15 now. We've got about a 2-hour walk in to get into sort of our hunting area. So we'll try and smash this out, hopefully get in as soon as it becomes light, and yeah, see what we can see. Well, so we've just come to this nice wee spot, had a wee glass. We spooked one little stag before as we came up, but our game plan for the morning, so we're just going to fill up some water here, load up before we go up into the tops. In that gully in the back there you can see Duncan and I last year in the winter spotted a nice 9-pointer. They look like about that 5-year mark, so we're hoping we can catch up with him again, see if he's put any more size on. Unfortunately, it wasn't a big red stag that grabbed Arti's attention, just a small mob of goats. Still cool to see.
Almost at the tops. It's been a bloody big morning. These packs got a fair bit of weight in them, but pretty stoked to get up there.
We've just found a nice young stag down here, certainly safe from us. We left him to do his thing and shut up the ridge into some new country. It's gone 9:30 and it's so bloody hot, just unreal how quickly this place heats up. So try and cover as much ground as we can before that sort of 12 and we really hit that sun. So yeah, stunning spot, eh? Look at that. You can't ask for much more. Pretty beautiful. I've just poked up onto this wee vantage point and spotted one more stag, a wee 6-pointer bedded down there. He's happy as, and yeah, we're certainly happy to leave him. From here we can see we've come up this morning, so here's our wee ridge we've walked up. Really beating the feet up to here, and our next plan of attack is to head over into that distant saddle you can see over there. So we've still got quite a mean walk ahead of us to get down and into that, but that's where we're going to camp tonight. But first I think we need a bit of a fade, because I'm starting to feel a bit faded, to be honest. A quick smoke of crackers, cheese and salami along with some electrolytes to keep the cramp away fueled us for the next leg of the journey. We're just making our way back down into the creek now, the main stream that's running below us, and then back up the other side onto that saddle. But numbers have been pretty slim, I think it's to be expected, but all it takes is that one nice animal to show, and this is definitely the place for it, so we're very hopeful.
Just spotted a couple Canadian geese just up here, but they're an invasive species here in New Zealand, so we're pretty tempted to get one on the deck and have a bit of meat for dinner, but not sure what a 7mm08 will do to a goose, so we'll...
Bit early as well, eh?
Yeah, a bit early in the trip to be ringing shots out, so yeah, we'll give it a miss, I think. We're going to head just down here, down to the creek, freshen up a bit, cool down, and then we're going to head up there, just to the saddle, set up camp for the night, and have a well-earned rest and a glass this evening.
Good girl, that's better than that. Oh, we've got a nice wee suitable campsite. Unfortunately there's no shade. Eddie's made himself a cool wee shelter there. Artie's trying to hide in there as well. It is bloody hot. It feels like it's only getting hotter, so it's gone about 1:30 now, so we're right in the peak of the heat of the day. So we're going to just set up camp, try and hide from the sun the best we can, have a feed and wait for this evening to come so we can yeah, cover a bit more ground.
Heat's just become unbearable. Artie's been struggling. Eddie's come up with a good idea. It's just too hot inside that tent and trying to find any shades impossible, so we've turned the tent into shade. It's worked quite nice, Eddie. Well done.
Yeah. Fueled up and slightly rested, we set off for a pretty handy evening glass to the valley below us. We've spent about the last 30 minutes just glassing every little bit of country we can here. We've got a really good vantage point looking into the whole valley, but in this whole catchment we can't pick up one deer. Yeah, just see a camp off in the distance there, and we've made our way around from glassing on that ridge originally to that country, so all fresh new country gonna poke into soon. Oh guys, we've looked and looked and looked. It's getting quite late now. We've just covered everything. We're in a perfect wee spot and it's just nothing about other than a couple of goats and plenty of geese. We're not after either of them at the moment. But it's great that we can just sort of flag this area and put our attention somewhere else. Back sort of where Duncan saw that. Duncan and I saw that bigger stag last time. So yeah, back to camp, have a feed, rest up, and then another early big start in the morning. But it wasn't over just yet. As we arrived to camp, a group of goats fed out just below the tent, far too handy to pass up.
On? Yeah, see him?
I might have been a bit early to hook into the goats, but we decided, there's just, haven't seen anything in this catchment deer-wise, so we're going to head back over into that other stuff. There's a wee mob of goats pretty handy from Camp A, so yeah, camp's just behind us. So it was pretty hard to turn that down, so Eddie's just dropped one, and it looks like you've had another, so we'll just hopefully go and be able to find the both of them.
Oh well, it's no red stag, but it'll do us for a bit of camp meat, good feed for Arti, and tastes a hell of a lot better than goose.
Hey, it's a cool wee outcome for the evening. Yeah, nothing beats a bit of fresh meat, so we're just going to take off the back steaks off both of these guys. It's good to get these numbers down, so they do a lot of damage in our New Zealand backcountry. Considered quite the pest, so yeah, benefits us and benefits the landscape as well at the same time, so that's pretty awesome. Artie's done such a good job on the hill today, so you've got to reward that. There you go. There we go, another lovely wee goat back steak. 4 back steaks, and we've got Camp just up in the back there at that saddle, so she's a pretty handy walk back. I've got a pretty exciting dinner tonight, so we've brought everything out. We've got our rosemary and garlic butter, got the milk powder for our Alfredo, that's boiling away there, and we've got our goat back steaks that we're just dealing to now. Garlic and herb seasoning as well, so she's going to be pretty stunning. Just got the goat little pieces in the frying pan there, ready to cook up, so once that's ready we'll put it both in, and yeah, I think it's going to be one hell of a feast. So we got all our 2 goat back steaks there, we've got a whole stick of butter going in. That is just going to be so good, very excited. There we go, and we'll just load this up. Plenty of flavour. Alright, we'll give this a try. That's unreal. That goat's so tender. Considering, yeah, we shot it tonight, so I thought it'd be quite chewy, and it hasn't hung yet, but that's just amazing. couldn't ask for anything better than that. But yeah, what an awesome cap to a pretty exciting day. We covered heaps of Ks, looked into some new country as a goal for me, and yeah, new country for you too, Eddie. So yeah, pretty exciting. We're gonna smash this, have an early night's sleep, get up real early in the morning. We're gonna get into this other catchment behind us where nothing's heard the shots from the goats earlier. And yeah, you never know what we can come across. So yeah, very excited. Oh, good morning. Woken up to another cracker. It's just not a cloud in the sky, absolutely perfect as the forecast predicted, so that's great. We've packed all our gears up and we're gonna make our way down to the creek, fill up some water and head up onto the next saddle into some new hunting country. So yeah, see how that goes. Probably our last bit of water we're going to see for a while, so we're going to make the most of that, fill up our bottles and carry on. Seven o'clock now, about 1,500 metres, stunning scenes all around. It's pretty beautiful. We're just going to poke over into this next gut behind me, and hopefully there's something there waiting for us, or something to have a look at. Any animal really. As beautiful as this next valley was, it was just void of life, which was a bit disheartening, so we kept pushing on. Just having a wee feed, some lollies. He's down there filling up the water before we head up to camp. And yeah, get up the saddle behind us. Yeah, awesome spot, great vantage spot for this evening. This just shows how much feed was in the area, which added to our confusion on the deer numbers. It was certainly not enough to dampen our spirits though. We knew if we kept pushing, something would present itself. Decided to head down from the saddle that's behind us there and found a real nice looking campsite, but close to all the action, so we're just going to drop back here and set up, try and make a bit of shade for this evening. So I've got a nice wee spot here just out of the way of everything. It's not the flattest campsite, so we're just going to cut and dig away and try and make somewhere to rest up for the day and night, and we're going to set up a little bit of a shelter like we did yesterday, Eddie, but try and make it a little bit better this time, hide from the sun. It's not too bad yet, but it's about to get pretty killer, so we'll just start digging away. Ow. Oh yeah, that's a rougher start. Should I? Oh, but finally we'd set up a half decent shelter.
Can't really complain with that for a setup. It is awesome. And a view like that too. Wow.
This wee goat came into camp to check us out, which was pretty neat. The rest of the day was spent fueling up, resting and doing what we could to keep cool before our big evening mission ahead. As hot as it was outside, this spring was incredibly cold, a great way to keep cool. Oh, still very warm, but it's just gone about 5 o'clock now. We've just set off from camp over on that far ridge and we're heading down into this gut here, up into that saddle you can see off in the distance. We're going to follow this ridge along, gives us a good vantage point into both this side and the opposite side, and just have a really good look this evening for a stag, see what comes out, just see what's about. Either make a plan tonight on something or hopefully set something up for tomorrow, but yeah, fingers crossed, hopefully we can find an animal. That's the main thing, it's been a while. Thinking they didn't really exist here, but we've just found 2 deer, which is just amazing news, so we'll put the camera on them. I know one's a hind, I think the other one might be too, but things are starting to move, so yeah, really good news. It got us very excited when it was clear there was a bit of antler on top. We're still very far away to know how good of a stag he was, so the decision was made to close the gap for a more thorough inspection. Made our way down to a real painful stalk, always is in this sort of country. It's just shingly and loud, but we got down to where we could last see him, and we can't see him now, but we heard a bit of shingle and a bit of movement, like a footstep, 200 yards out, so if he's the right sort of animal to take, we're in a good spot for a shot, so we're just going to sit out and wait. He's just moved out of sight down to the creek a bit further, but that's not a bad thing. He appeared only 150 metres away. Instantly we knew he was only a young animal, with a very promising shape and 10 strong points. A few years would do a lot of good for this animal, so he was out of the question. But what a cool moment being able to sit there and take it all in, part of what makes hunting so special. To our surprise, another stag made his way out the woodwork, this one looking a little bit more impressive. Oh, this is just awesome, eh? What an epic turnout. So we've got the stag we seen earlier. I'd put him at 4 or 5 years oldest, which is not something we want to shoot. He's just a really promising looking animal in lovely shape. Eddie got himself a comfortable rest while I further assessed the animal through the camera. He certainly had a bit more age and a lot more length than the other young fella. This would be by far Eddie's biggest stag and looked in very good condition. It was a handy pack-up for meat and we both needed some venison in the freezer. There wasn't too much more country to cover, so we decided he was the one to take. He meandered towards the other stag while Eddie calmed his nerves. A lot of sweat and K's in the hot sun had come down to this moment. It was a very steep angled shot, so Eddie aimed high on the shoulder to compensate. Rightio Eddie, how you feeling? You feeling good? Yeah. Rightio, he's just gone broadside now. There you go, relax, you got all the time in the world. Now breathe in, hold that breath and squeeze that trigger. You beauty, sacked him. You little ripper. We're just going to make our way across here and down this gully here. And he's just piled up down in the creek. Nice and handy.
Woohoo! That's awesome. Jeez. Stunning.
Well done, mate. Well done. Just chuffed with the result, eh? Getting up close to him, he's definitely got more age than I thought, standing on the hoof there. Just the body mass of these beasts in this part of the country, they're just monsters. So it's really deceiving looking. The antler size is a lot bigger than I thought it actually was, which is just great. And those coronets, as we can see here, are just a lot lower down to the base of the skull than what I thought, indicating he is definitely an older animal. Nice and stained. Just awesome work, Eddie. There's been so much meat on that and a lovely head to take home, so you've done very well. Terrific shooting, a lot of Ks, well earned stag, Eddie. Congratulations. 8 in them, eh? Oh, wow. Oh. 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 There you go, old boy. That is just awesome, eh? Lovely big brows. Very low coronets. Amazing. Well, here he is. He's just a monster animal, eh? Just you can feel the fat on him. It's going to be gorgeous eating. We've got camp quite far back behind us, and our walk out tomorrow is out this way. So what our plan is, we've decided we'll gut him, take all the meat and everything off, hang it up in the trees, let it air out overnight so these flies don't hit it, and then very, very early in the morning we're going to come down, we're going to collect it all, put it into our packs. Nothing's going to go to waste here. We use every single little bit we can. We both desperately need the meat, don't we, Eddie? So, yeah, yeah, very exciting stuff, isn't it? But we'll get some photos and we'll hook into them. Great feeling. This pressure's off, eh? Just awesome. What an evening. All right, first we'll take off his back steaks. Such a good sight. Just loaded in fat. Just perfect time of the year to take a big animal like this, eh? Because it's just, they're not rutting, they don't have that awful taste to them. We can just utilise everything. That is just amazing. Just thick with fat. Oh. That is a big steak. That'll give Artie plenty of energy to get up the hill, a bit of fat. Oh, that's pretty good. I think that's what I'm going to be hooking into tonight too. I'm going to take a heap off and then fry that up, and yeah, it'll be amazing. There's another back steak. That is just insane. It's like something off a bloody elk. Oh, there we go. Just to show you how good a nick this animal's in. This is just the fat that was around his kidneys. It's just insane. I've never seen anything like this on a deer before. Yeah, unreal. And there's dinner tonight. The best cut on the whole animal, I reckon. Eddie just coming down behind me here, a few little hairy pieces on the way back to camp to navigate our way around, which is always tricky in the dark, but it's taking time and yeah, no need to rush it. Hopefully not back too late, early start in the morning and a late night into bed. And we are back at camp. It's just gone 11:30. Now it was another grueling climb back up, but it's all right, we've got a stag on the ground, so that's all that matters. We had to pack up camp because we couldn't get those pegs into this rock here, and I don't even think we're going to try again, so just going to sleep on the ground under the beautiful stars tonight. Can't complain with that, but first things first, definitely a feed. Some bloody venison fat and venison heart, some garlic butter. It sounds pretty good to me. Now, I haven't had straight venison fat before, but I've had chamois fat and that was absolutely gorgeous, so we'll give this a go. We'll just try and render it right down and get a bit of a crispy shell on it and see how that goes. I know it gives you a lot of energy, that's for sure, but hopefully it tastes good. Here we are, wee bit of straight fat there. So nice, yep. Grab a bit of that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, they're set up for tonight.
Too flash, but it'll do.
Seriously hard going.
Exhausted is an understatement. We'd worked bloody hard the last couple of days, with a big push last night. We were in bed by 12:30 and up at 3:30. We were certainly feeling it.
Well, certainly not rearing to go this morning. We were on about 3 hours at the max of sleep, and yeah, big day yesterday, followed by what's going to be a pretty massive walkout. I think those packs are going to be pretty huge once we get the meat in, but we'll make our way down this ridge. Hopefully get to the stag before the sun hits too hard. We'll pack this meat up and yeah, start our journey out from there. But yeah, let's kick this leg off. Hey. Yeah!
Get off, not a game.
We're about halfway there. Sun's starting to peek over the horizon, so we're going to try to pick up our pace a bit and get down there before those flies get onto that meat. We've got back stakes and trees, we've got legs that are lying all over the place, but it'll do the meat really good to chill for the night and keep anything off it. So yeah, not too far to go now, maybe another 45 minutes. Things are starting to lighten up now. Stag's just down there, where we're going to follow the ridge down, take the saddle off, and then come back up the creek to him, and then head back out that way. But we're going to try and find a more direct route, head down this little bluff system. Looks a bit gnarly, but certainly a lot quicker. Awesome. There he is, just how we left him, all separated, cooling. So now the work starts, boning them all out. We've come back down, we've beaten the flies, which is awesome. Taken pretty much everything we could off the animal. All you've got there is skin and bones. We've got the back steaks, front shoulders, back legs, which weigh about a tonne each, eye fillets, and the head and the heart's been eaten last night. So that's awesome. Meat's gone nice and cold, not fly blown or anything. I think we did a really good thing last night. It's often easy just to shoot them that night, especially in this situation, leave it, come back down and get to the animal the next day and then walk it out. But as I took off that last shoulder, because I couldn't do it last night, as my knife got real blunt, it was still incredibly hot inside the carcass. And you can imagine if the rest of the legs and everything were on that animal in the back steaks, it's still a night, and you can pretty much taste how the deer smells. So did the right thing by getting them off and cooling them down. So we're going to break them down now, put them into our packs, and yeah, load up and back down the river. Oh, we got all of our meat boned out and everything. 2 bags of it. It's insane. Oh, yeah, it'd be easy 25 kilo each bag there, I think, which is just awesome. So heaps of mince and steaks. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a big feed and we'll cook up a bit more fat and a bit of veni just to fuel ourselves up before the walk out. Yeah, nice and handy out that river. Hopefully it's not too rough. That, eh? There's something straight out of the shop, I reckon, straight out of the butcher's. That is just gorgeous. And with seasonings as well. Don't know how this is going to fit, but... Oh! Wait. Oh, look at that. Tell me that's not a beautiful sight. Oh my God. I didn't put any oil in this to cook the meat, and look at it at the bottom, that's just straight fat. Gorgeous. Oh, insane. Well, I don't usually like to rant and rave on about products, but I think this one definitely deserves a mention. This is Bushbuck's new Glacier 85, their new pack line that's come out, and I just couldn't be more impressed with it. It's an awesome, awesome pack. It can be that sort of thing that can make or break you on a hunt. Having a terrible pack can certainly ruin things, especially when you get the weight on, and this is not that. This is lovely. The harness system's just been exceptional. I've been on 2 really big hunts now, and both times had a lot of weight on. Incredibly comfortable, can't rate it enough. So if you're in the market for a new pack, definitely worth checking out the Glacier 85 from Bushbuck.
This is definitely going to be Eddie's biggest pack so far. It's about, comfortably say 45, 50 kilos. Right over. Lean into it. Right, mate, yep. Go up on the knees, that's it. About 2.5 maybe, a bit more hours to go. You'll be a broken soldier by the end of it.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Oh, great feeling to be out of that gully, down to the river. Sun's really come out now. It's our hottest day of the trip. She's feeling like that sort of 30-degree mark. Certainly makes the walk out a bit more difficult, but great to have a heavy pack on. I don't think there's more of a rewarding feeling. It just screams success, so that's pretty awesome. 5k to the ute, and yeah, will be nice to get it off too, off the shoulders.